ありがとう人魚さん、助かったよ。あら波が船のさあもう大丈夫。王族たちはやっつけた。すぐに出してあげるよ。宝石沈めない
Hey everybody, well we just cut off Sindbad's adventure. It was reminiscent of the It's a Small World back in California. It's very small, very slow boat ride, 3 to a seat. You have singing all the way through. Other than the child behind us crying the whole time, it was a rather enjoyable experience. It was also a little 4D. At one point when you're in the rain situation, they actually sprinkle you with a little bit of mist to get the feeling that you're actually in the rain. So it's really pretty cool. I would recommend this to get out of the sun for a little while and just enjoy a nice leisurely boat ride.
Yeah, it was a place with air conditioning and a place to sit. Alright, so this is Raging Spirits, right? Oh, we're gonna get right on after the restart. Okay, so see it? Watch when this thing comes around. Watch when they do the loop. See, it's up there. It's not very high. It's only 60 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a like a mouse roller coaster. It's nothing. It's a back and forth. Now watch when they come over. It's gonna do this weird thing. See it? Yeah, it's real pulls you in. All right, so what'd you think of it?
It was kind of slow. I agree with you, it was like a mouse coaster. I like the atmosphere. It even has some fog effects to it. Really warm fog.
That wasn't fog, that was natural humidity.
But it was interesting. It was the first time I've ever been on a roller coaster that had just been broke down. So we were actually roller coaster testers. So it was pretty fun. But roller coaster Disneyland, they're going to be tame because they're dealing with family and they want it to be family friendly. So that it was very family friendly.
Alright, so here we are in the middle of the, I guess you'd call it a crater, right?
It would be called a caldera.
Caldera. What's the difference between a crater and a caldera?
Water.
So you come through that way from the Arabian area and it leads you into here. The detail is crazy. It is, they're on point. You got their steam and everything else.
Alright, so here we are at 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Tokyo DisneySea. It was a really cool ride. It was reminiscent of the submarine ride at California Disneyland. The minute that you get into this bubble, you see the bubbles in the windows, and it really felt like you were on a tram and you went into the water. It was a really surreal feeling, like, oh wow, I am underwater and I'm looking at all this stuff around here. We encountered a kraken. It was really pretty cool, and then there was some alien creatures that were trying to help us through because our ship was probably damaged under the water. It's really hard to understand what's going on because everything's in Japanese, and I don't speak Japanese, but it was very, very interesting, and I really felt like I was under the water. So I would recommend this ride to anybody. It was pretty cool. Hey everybody, so we just got off of the Tower of Terror. It has a different name though, it's the High Tower of Terror. All about the gentleman named Hightower who I guess goes on expeditions and gets a hold of an idol and it makes him disappear. Everything was in Japanese, so it was a little hard to understand. But we were on the ride. It was very different from any of the Disneylands that we have been to. When you sit in your seat, they have a harness that goes over your shoulder and plugs in. So instead of having a lap band going around, it has that harness. So when you go up and down, you are not moving from that seat. You don't levitate. You're just up, down, and then it's pretty much over. So it's very tame compared to California and Florida. We really enjoyed it, but it was definitely not as good as Guardians of the Galaxy in California. So give it a try, but we'll definitely tell you that it's much tamer than anything we've ever been on.
And if you want to look at a sourpuss, he doesn't like going on him, but we ended up talking him into it, and now he's a little mad.
Hey everybody, so this is just a recap of what we did today. We went to Tokyo DisneySea. We enjoyed a lovely day. It was very humid out today, so it was quite hot. The long lines were a bit much when you're so humid. You're not used to it. We're used to Las Vegas, so it's a lot cooler there to us than it is here. The merchandise, we were kind of surprised that the merchandise wasn't really as extravagant as it is at the other Disneylands. You get, they have soap dispensers and toothbrushes and stationery. They didn't have as many shirts as you would normally see at a California Disneyland or Walt Disney World. They had sodas. They had 2 sodas. You were able to get a Sprite or a Coke. And the rest was iced tea and sports drinks. They didn't have even water was kind of hard to find. So that became a problem. When you went to restaurants, they only had like maybe 3 or 4 choices. They didn't really have an extravagant menu, so you didn't have different choices of sodas, different choices. They had maybe 3 meals and then maybe 3 or 4 drinks, and that was it. So it was very different. The churros, we only saw 3 or 4 churros today. In order to get in line, you were probably waiting a good 30 minutes just to get a churro. So we didn't get as many as we really wanted. At the last end, they had a purple yam one and a pizza one, and we just couldn't stand in line to get it. But we're pretty sure that they were probably delicious, just like the other churros we tried today.
No, everybody was friendly. That wasn't a problem. There was
staff was nice.
No language barriers. We didn't have a language barrier. We knew.
They're always waving. There's something about the Japanese here at Tokyo Disney. They're always waving. Very friendly. The minute they saw us, they knew we were Americans, and they were explicitly to explain to us that we needed to take our backpacks off for the rides, or make sure we took our glasses off, just stuff like that. If we were holding a phone, and the minute we got to the ride, they would make us put it away because they thought we might be filming, which we would have if we had the chance. The afternoon shows. It was very nice, extravagant. It was on the water. One's going off right now as we could speak. But just like at California Disneyland, it's really hard to see the shows unless you're up close and you scout down a seat beforehand.
Yeah, they were camped out quite early.
Yes, you're allowed to camp out up to an hour prior to the show, so I read. So, they had certain rules. You could put mats down, but it had to be an hour prior. If you had strollers, you had to close them up. And if you're a short person, tall person, you weren't allowed to hold your phone above your head. It could only be this high. So it was quite interesting. They had rules, and you stuck by them, and you could see that the Japanese, they really stuck by their rules, and they were very courteous when it came to the shows.
If you're coming, make sure that you bring any supplies that you need. Band-Aids. I didn't see a lot of first aid stuff. So if you need Band-Aids or sunblock, yeah, I didn't see any of that. The merchandise is cheap. I mean, it was.
I bought a $15 shirt. You just don't find that kind of merchandise for that price at a Disneyland in the United States. So it was refreshing to be able to buy $2 for a soda or a meal for under $6. That was great. You just really didn't find that in California Disney.